Enola Holmes 2 received a wonderful response on Netflix, but the film's main character and co-producer is actually facing criticism for her behind-the-scenes antics. Keep watching till the end of this video to see how Millie Bobby Brown's Enola Holmes 2 kiss story sparks criticism, because you definitely will be surprised. Let's get started. The sequel. Alright, Enola Holmes is still quite a new character, whose very first book was published back in 2006. But during all this time, Enola has only lived in books, and now that she's making the jump to the film industry, she's being played by the famous Millie Bobby Brown, who is not only an actress, but she has also served as a producer. The sequel of the Enola Holmes franchise focuses on the titular character's attempts to establish herself as a credible detective while also chronicling her set of adventures alongside her brother Sherlock Holmes and Tewkesbury. She is a strongly written character and doesn't fit in with other girls her age. When she meets her brothers, Sherlock and Mycroft, she feels like she and Sherlock are kindred spirits. Enola feels huge pressure to prove herself as the same solid detective that her brother is, and she knows that not everyone will believe in her, but she believes in herself, which gives her the force and vibes we love to watch. Enola is the youngest Holmes sibling in the Netflix movie, 20 years younger than Sherlock. She grew up with her mother Eudora in the family estate, and she stopped seeing her brothers when she was around 4 years old, as they grew apart after various disagreements with their mother. Enola, like her mother, doesn't follow society's rules on what women should wear, be, and act like, which has been controversial in their community. And Enola's biggest obstacle is a simple fact that she's a girl, and so she's expected to have certain education and dedicate her life to specific tasks, something she's not willing to accept. What's true is that Enola is a different type of hero, one that defies gender stereotypes while also bringing interesting cases that are at the level of those of the great detective. The kissing controversy. There's no doubt that Enola Holmes became a massive success, launching as one of the most watched original Netflix film releases of all time. And Millie Bobby Brown's story about kissing her co-star Louis Partridge has sparked some serious judgment. Louis played Enola's love interest, Lord Tewkesbury. In an interview with Netflix, shared on the platform's TikTok account, Brown recalled a moment in the film where Enola kisses Tewkesbury very passionately. Turns out, the moment was unscripted, and Brown had planted the kiss without Partridge's knowledge, who was subtly surprised by the move. In the interview, Brown called her co-star's reaction so cute. In response to the interview, professional intimacy coordinator Jessica Steinrock filmed a TikTok criticizing Brown's sudden kiss, saying that while Brown and Partridge likely have a good rapport, Brown still kissed him without his consent. "Oh no, I love Millie Bobby Brown, but this is not the cute story you think it is. I'm sure she and her scene partner have a lot of rapport built up and a great amount of trust, but we should never be surprising anyone during a fight or intimate scene ever. At the end of the day, this basically means she didn't ask consent to kiss him. And when your scene partner reacts in surprise after you've kissed them, that means the communication didn't happen the way it really needs to," Steinrock said. In the same interview, Brown also recalled a scene where Enola is trying to teach Tewkesbury self-defense, which she does by punching him several times. While the punches were scripted and meant to be fake, Brown said she didn't need to pull her punches because of her bonding with Partridge in real life. "I wasn't doing stunts, I really was hurting him, and by the end of it, he said, 'Millie, can you just fake punch me?' I was fully just getting him right in the stomach," the actress said. Brown again called this scene very cute and seems to recall both the sudden kiss and the actual punches with kindness. Steinrock also says that it's little things like surprise kisses that can escalate over time. TikTok users have since been divided over the interview, with some saying that Steinrock is overreacting and that if a kiss was in the script, Partridge shouldn't have been so surprised by Brown's actions. However, others agree that if a surprise kiss were to happen like this in any other profession, it certainly wouldn't be so readily accepted. Little things like this can escalate over time, and frankly, she has more power in that situation than he does because she's a really well-known star. When we do spicy scenes, we love keeping it light, having fun, but consent is mandatory. For the record, I loved Enola Holmes too, but next time, we have to ask for consent," the intimacy coordinator said. It's not only Brown's surprise kiss comment that has caused some inconveniences. It's also her admission that she actually hurt her co-star Partridge, and seems to recall both moments as cute and funny things that have caused some friction. Should we be waiting for Enola Holmes 3? Enola Holmes 2 debuted as the #1 movie in the United States during its premiere week. and fans are already wondering if there will be a third film in the franchise. So, will there be an Enola Holmes 3? There's definitely the hope that this beloved character's journey will continue based on the excitement surrounding the sequel. Since each movie focuses on a different mystery, it does seem like this franchise could continue for several more exciting films. There's no official confirmation of Enola Holmes 3, but since there is so much love for these movies, and since Nancy Springer's book series has 7 novels, it does seem quite logical that there is a lot of content for another film. Millie has actual plans for a third movie, saying, "I would love to be part of another one. I would love to see her do more cases, be put under pressure, be put in crazy situations, make her feel vulnerable again. I absolutely love seeing her back at work." Well, of course, if it happens, we will see Millie in it. After all, she is the producer. Other likely returns include Henry Cavill as Sherlock Holmes, Louis Partridge as Tewkesbury, Helena Bonham Carter as Enola, and Sherlock's mother Eudora, Susie Wakama as Edith, and Edel Akhtar as Lestrade. Even though he wasn't involved in the sequel, there's a chance we could see more from Sam Claflin as Enola and Sherlock's brother Mycroft too. He missed out on the sequel as a result of a schedule conflict, but director Harry Bradbeer explained Claflin's potential return. "If there's a future one, we'd love to have him back." Bradbeer said, "Well, it was Sam's schedule that became very clear, so Sam was not going to be in it. We were very sorry that Sam couldn't be in this one. If there is a future one, we would love to have him back. But that was just the practicalities of life. That then meant, though, that we had to then concentrate on Sherlock, which has some advantages in the sense and that it becomes a sharp pencil if you like. You're just having to work with that particular relationship. It had to be about Sherlock and Enola and coming together. So I guess there's some blessings in having less pieces because you can do more with what you have." And expect to see more of Sharon Duncan Brewster in the third movie, as she was revealed to be playing iconic Sherlock villain Moriarty. As good as Moriarty is, we don't give her much hope of facing up against Sherlock and Enola. Enola Holmes 2 ends with the main mystery solved, but contained plenty of hints of what could happen in a third film. In the end, Enola and Lord Tewkesbury establish their relationship and their love for one another, while a post-credit scene introduces Dr. John Watson. This unexpected scene seems to suggest that a third film could be in the works. Moriarty is seen escaping prison, so she'll likely be returning to cause the Holmes family all kinds of problems. Though the Enola Holmes films are inspired by the novel series of the same name by Nancy Springer, they don't tend to follow the plots laid out in the novels exactly. Millie hopes that the next installment will include a fresh case that would properly challenge the protagonist and push her to her limits. She hopes that her character will be challenged in a more personal way going forward, and is more than happy to return to the screen as Enola Holmes. What do you think about Enola Holmes? Don't you think Millie is a perfect fit for this role? Let us know in the comments down below.